What's up, Dungeons & Dragons fans? It's time for Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Magazine, issue 17. Let's take a look inside. Inside this issue of Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Magazine, we're covering really complex things this time round. Well, one of the more complex things, I would say, weaving stories together. As a game master, you're going to be looking at sometimes your party wants to split apart and do two separate things at the same time, especially if they're doing like a heist or something like that. And you've got to try and tell that story collectively as a group from separate angles all at the same time. So it's advice on how to weave those things together. We're also looking at magic items. We've got two whole sections on that. And I like magic items, you may have noticed, especially crap ones. Another new thing that we're looking at this time is druids. We've got 3 sections on druids. We've got an introduction to them and then some breakdowns on features and things they can do and very cool stuff. I do like a druid, especially the wild shape. Combat wild shape is very cool. Circle of the Moon. You can do it in combat. It's amazing. And we're also introducing something you may have seen in the Dungeons & Dragons movie, Honor Amongst Thieves. Yeah, I don't know if you remember them. They're like a panther type thing with lots of tails, and they project holograms or sort of fake versions of themselves. They're called displacer beasts. They're terrifying, and they're in here, and you can use them in your game going forward. Yeah. They are quite cute as little cubs, though, so... Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Magazine always has an encounter of sorts at the end, so you can play out your new characters with your new knowledge. And this time, it's a day at the market. You're going shopping, and nothing bad will happen there. And perhaps most excitingly of all, now that we've learned all about druids, you also get a whole new character. An actual druid. I'm just going to check what they can do. Ooh. In this issue of Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Magazine, we get some amazing looking dice. Just look at those. They've got like an actual axe in them. Rolling these for damage would really cut your enemy down to size. You know what I'm saying? Cool. They roll well. A massive thank you to Hachette Partworks for sending this issue of Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Magazine. I'm going to find it very useful, because I like druids, and I'm going to learn more about them. And also I'm terrified of displacer beasts, and I hope my players in my game are terrified too. Or at least they will be. Make sure you find yours, check the link in the description, or check your local newsagents.